Good afternoon. Today I'll be carrying out a quick lecture on the key elements of an outsourcing contract. So, after the vendor selection process has been done, it's time to draft out a contract between your company and the vendor. So, what are the basic things you need to take note of? Number one, the scope of services that the company is going to provide to you. Those has to be detailed out clearly in an annex or an agreement in the contract. Number two, the validity of the contract. No contract lasts forever. Most contracts will last probably from 12 months to 36 months. So the start date and the end date are key important things that you need to put into the contract. Number three, the remuneration. How are you going to pay your vendor? Is it a quarterly payment, an annual payment? How much are you going to pay for their services? Those has to be clearly defined in the contract. Number four, implementation of services. The vendor has to provide a timeline on how and what it is going to do in order to properly provide the services back to you. Activities they're going to do, the start dates and end dates are all key things that need to be taken note of when drafting the contract. Now, moving on to more important things in the contract. Number five would be the key obligations of your company and the vendor. What are the key duties and obligations that both parties has to provide in order to successfully implement the project? Those things has to be clearly defined and agreed upon by both parties. Number seven would be the responsibilities in the event that something goes wrong. What is your company going to do and what is the vendor going to do in order to rectify the problem? So that the key responsibilities has to be clearly defined out. Number seven would be the termination of the contract. In the event that you have to terminate, what is the timeline given to terminate the contract and what is the fixed date that you have to set to properly terminate the contract? That is a key thing that you need to put in the contract. Number eight would be key performance indicators. The KPI is used to fairly evaluate a person's performance. So in this case, the KPI is used to evaluate the quality of service and the performance of your vendor. This will help you make judgment calls in whether to terminate or to carry on with the vendor. And finally will be a service level agreement. A service level agreement is basically an agreement that ensures that the quality of service is properly maintained. So it could be office hours, it could be a number of call centers. Those are the things that combined together will provide or ensure a service level. Now those has to be included in the contract when drafting it. So those are the key points that contract should have, and I hope you had a good time. Thank you.